the Rust 93. So I'm in my car right now, about to load up the Devil tune. Now for those of you that don't know how to do it, I know I've gotten this question a couple times already. How do you load your tune onto your Accessport? Simple. Pick this up, Accessport Manager. You can find this off like the Cobb website or something. You just Google Accessport Manager and it'll show you. Now just plug it in. Those are my tunes that are currently on there. Just going to delete this one. That was the old one. And then you just press search for map. V2PTM, that is the one. And then upload to Accessport. Yes, I'm sure I want to load this to Accessport. And it has been loaded right there, as you can see. Oh, damn mouse. Right there. And that's all. Oh my god, she's coming to life. Loading. Loading. By golly. Load. Load quicker. Go. 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 100% yes. And she just spazzes for a quick second. Now this is like the most stressful part. For at least 15 seconds before starting vehicle. This is probably the most stressful part of tuning, is to know that you've like kept it off for like 15 seconds. But I've been talking for at least like 10 seconds now, so we'll just like give it another 5. And then I'm gonna go give it a few midnight test runs, and we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, so I'm going to be cutting in and out of settings, as you've already seen thus far in the video, to give you different parts of this review. So basically, let's just start off with the Stratified tune, since that was the first tune that I was running. Safe tunes, powerful tunes, refined tunes as well, all in one. And I have to say, they are affordable. A flash tune is affordable. $50 for the basic tune, and an extra $10 for the timing-based traction control, and you basically get everything that you need. $60. Now, the thing with that is that is the just basic 93/91 tune. And for those of you out there that don't have, you know, as easy an access to 93 as we do in Ohio, 91 is definitely going to need a revision. Now, here's the thing with revisions. Unless anything's changed since I purchased my tune in November, our tune revision is $50. So you're basically buying the tune once over again, just to have it revised and just have it checked out. I think that's a bit of an issue for me, because basically, like I'm gonna be either forced into buying a $50 tune and taking the risk if I'm in a 91 area, which I wouldn't do, and I'd be forced to pick up a $100 tune. And even for those of us that, you know, have readily available 93, I would still like a tune with a revision. So, you know, since I've switched over to Rebel Devil Customs Devil Tune, I've sort of had the luxury of being able to send back revisions. That is something, you actually get 3 revisions with the Devil Tune, which is something that you definitely do not get with Stratified. You have to pay $50 for every extra revision. I have to say at this point that as far as the quality of the tune itself and how it's running on my vehicle, both are excellently smooth. Excellently smooth. Stratified initially felt really peaky, and the throttle mapping was really not pleasant for me at all. And then they dropped an update, and they were kind enough to send that to me, you know, very quickly after I told them that I was having an issue with it, and they took care of me there. And I have to say that
Ever since that particular update, I am perfectly happy with it. There's no issues with the Stratified tune. The other thing that is worth mentioning, Ecomap. It's literally just simply preference, I would say. But the Stratified Ecomap limits you to 15 pounds of boost, which to me is basically the stock map. They just give you the stock map back. Whereas the Devil Tune Eco slot limits you to either 7, I think the most I've seen is like a 7.8 pounds of boost, which to me makes sense. I wouldn't really call the base stock factory map an eco slot, because I mean, it's still not that economic, you know. If I wanted to sort of maximize the car's setup and the ECU mapping for economy, makes much more sense with the Devil Tune to run 7 pounds of boost. You've still got more than enough power to pass whenever you want, at any speed you want, and that's, you know, that's basically just my preference, that I prefer 7 pounds of boost in the eco slot to the 15 pounds of boost that you get with Stratified. Quality wise, I can't honestly tell you guys that I have a lot to knock Stratified down for with quality. They're excellent quality. And Rebel Devil Customs, I honestly have to say, I didn't expect it to be as good as Stratified, simply because people rave and rant about how amazing Stratified is. And I have to say, I do get slight negative corrections with Stratified that I do not get with Rebel Devil Customs. And they're both, you know, perfectly within the realms of safe. Now that I've parked, I can just, you know, sort of look you guys in the eye and just one-on-one about this. So I'll just say they're both equally safe, simply for the value of what you're getting. Revisions. My issue with Stratified is they offer 0 revisions. Not one revision to your tune, which to me sort of is an issue. And at this point, the traction control is still being developed with Rebel Devil Customs, so that's not currently out yet, but it is coming out. The excellent thing, the thing that I absolutely love about Rebel Devil Customs is that they offer, I think they call it like a refresh or something like that of your tune, for $25. You know, a month passed by, you picked up an intercooler, an aftermarket intercooler. You're going to want to have another tune to sort of maximize the performance capability that your car's going to have. And that's going to be, you have to buy another tune from Stratified. Whereas with Rebel Devil Customs, you only have to pay an extra $25, $30 to just refresh your tune. And you can do that every single time, or you can pay a certain amount, very reasonable, not much more than $25, $30 for a lifetime tune, where you get revision after unlimited revision, as many refreshes on your tune as you want, as long as obviously you don't go big turbo. E30 is an extra $45, I think, $40. So the thing that I really love about Rebel Devil is that I really don't feel like I'm sacrificing any quality in terms of the tune, and at the same time it's more cost effective. You can also pick up a custom pro tune for $140, which is, if you actually notice, only $40 more than a flash tune with revision from Stratified. Now, as far as things that you should look out for with a tune and understanding what a tune is, so there are a few options that you can get with Stratified and with Rebel Devil Customs. You can pick a launch control. Now, launch control is very simple, okay? What you do is foot hard on the clutch, gear in first, okay, and you will mat the floor pedal, the gas pedal down to the floor. And I'm not going to do it here parked, you know, in this residential. You mat the gas pedal down to the floorboard, okay? And say that you set your RPM, your launch RPM at 3,000. You're going to have your foot welded to the floor. Typically, you'd be bouncing off 7. It's going to hold it at 3. And it's just going to be like, nah, 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 at 3. And then you can just let off the clutch, and launch. Other thing, flat foot shift. Flat foot shift is something else that people ask me about. Should I get it? Should I not get it? Flat foot shift is very helpful. I like to use it in the upper gears from 3rd to 4th, 4th to 5th. While you're shifting from 1st to 2nd, for example, you would naturally take your foot off the gas. With flat foot shift, you don't have to do that. So foot welded to the ground, okay? Clutch in, 1st, 2nd, clutch out. You haven't taken your foot off of the gas this entire time. Here is how you select the different slots. So with Rebel Devil Customs and with Stratified, you get 5 different slots. You can pick them at will. Typically, you'll have slots 1 through 4 as 4 different launch control settings of the same performance map. So for example, 1 will be set at 2500 RPM launch control, 2750 for 2, 3000 for 3, 4 will be set at, I don't know, 3500 for some people. You can choose all of these at your own, whims. However you want to set up your launch control, intervals. And then oftentimes 5 is just the Ecomap. Look right here, okay? This is where you select. You press cancel. Just cancel once. Cancel. It'll show you, I'm just idling, so I'm clearly not at 2000 RPM. You press cancel once, here. It'll show you which slot I'm in, okay? So I'm in slot 2 right now, so it shows 2. I want to be in slot 1, slot 1. You select the different slots by pressing up and down, okay? There you go, just like that. When you're done, cancel. The traction control. Okay, so the traction control, for those of you that don't know what it is and how it works, basically, we have a brake torque vectoring system in this car that basically counteracts your power. So it doesn't cut power from you when it feels slippage. It counteracts the power by applying brake, which is to me sort of counterintuitive, and it's an inefficient process. To me, if you have too much power, you limit power. And that's sort of what the Cobb/Stratified timing-based traction control is, that it cuts back power, it cuts back timing from your engine in order to decrease engine output at times when it detects wheel slippage or wheel spin. Now, the nice thing about that is that it comes in, I think, 8 different slots, or 8 different traction control settings. So you can set it from 1, very intrusive, to 8, I think that's almost off, or very little intrusion at all. So that's a range of 1 to 8. The things that you do not want to see. First, I'll start with the air-fuel ratio. At wide open throttle, you do not want it to go more than 12.2. Now, people will look at the ranges of their Accessports, and they're going to see stuff like, you're going to see that this top range is going to go up to like 44, 42 to 1 air-fuel ratio. And that's what you get when you're cruising.
So basically, you're going to see negative corrections often. They won't be too much more than -1 most of the times, and that shouldn't be the case. If it is, you should get a revision. However, if you see -2.5 or more negative than that, there is a problem.
Boost pressure, when you order a tune from Stratified, they'll tell you the boost ranges that you should expect to have. And that just varies based on what kind of tune or what kind of supporting mods you're running. Something else that people don't understand. Very cool, very cool. Now, this has become a really long review, and I hope you guys are still with me. It's a coin toss when it comes down to quality, but for value, I would have to give it to RDC, especially with the revisions and the refresh tunes. If you decide to add supporting mods, that's a big thing. I don't want to be dropping the price of a new tune every single time I buy one. That's something that really does make a difference. for me, I'm going to be running my double tune, because it'll save me some gas with the 7-pound Ecomap, and at the same time, I'm getting the same quality as Stratified. Big shout out to Alex. He does some really great stuff. I have to hand it to him. Can't take that away from him whatsoever. And they do nothing wrong. But basically paying the price of the tune over just for a revision is a little bit exorbitant. I will put a link in the description below where you can get both of these, both the Stratified and the Rebel Devil Customs. Make of this video what you may. I gave you my opinion, and I definitely hope that I touched all the points that most people want to know. Besides that, if there's anything else that you want to know, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, and it would give me so much joy if you guys would just press the subscribe button. Subscribe, let me know that you guys are following, let me know that you guys like the videos. There's going to be some brake videos coming soon, there's going to be some chassis bracing videos coming soon. Tons of stuff, and I'm just waiting on this beautiful Ohio weather to give me a chance to do a nice install. So, we'll see how it goes. In any case, I'll catch up with you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Thanks so much. See you later, guys.